What's up, my PT peeps? One Eyebrow back to talk about The Walking Dead Season 7, Episode 7, the sneak peek, preview, and promo. Spoiler warning if you don't know or don't want to know about this information. Spoilers are coming about Season 7, Episode 7. The episode is called Sing Me a Song. Now, we had another video we did yesterday talking about the Sanctuary and Carl there of another sneak peek and promo that came out. So this is not the same thing. We put stuff together, but some of that footage will be in here as well. So we just wanted to put it all together in a nice package from the two promos that are in there. A lot of comic book stuff is happening in this episode. It's pretty awesome. We'll put a link of the promo, the recent promo, in the description as well. But like I said, comic book Carl, Negan, storyline coming around. Carl goes to the Sanctuary, gets a weapon, finds a gun in the back of the truck, takes out two saviors before he's stopped by Dwight. Wish it was Fat Joey, but it's not. This is probably the aftermath of the shooting where Negan comes out after Carl and the trucks come back to the Sanctuary. Daryl's probably out there, probably sees it, probably sees what happened, sees Carl, maybe comes out after the shooting, whatever, but he seems to be outside. Carl, Negan, they have some sort of dialogue. Negan does not reprimand Carl, which is kind of weird. You think he kills two more of his men, does something, takes some of his weapons, whatever, to use them, and Negan really doesn't do much. But they're following the comic storyline here pretty spot on, which is pretty exciting for comic book fans like myself. I know a lot of my subscribers and friends and discussions have been about this episode, and it looks to be great and won't disappoint. Carl goes in the Sanctuary. Negan gives him a tour, which is kind of weird. Be like, you just killed two of my guys. Let me show you around the house a little bit. Come on in. Give you a room, you know? But that's what the storyline is. And we heard about reports of this happening over the summer from various sites, and we're excited to know that it's going to happen, the Negan and Carl storyline, because we want more of the storyline with Carl and Negan going forward in Season 7. Negan addressing his saviors. Promo pic seems to be one of these of around the Sanctuary. I'm going to think this is from the promo pics of The Walking Dead before the season started. I could see this happening just like this. Carl being taken around by Negan, one of Negan's men, maybe it's the doctor, talks about something happening with Amber. Negan addresses his group with Carl there looking on. It's kind of crazy to think about all those people. I wonder what the dialogue is here. Are they talking about maybe the iron, that Mark's going to get the iron, or they're addressing that, or something has to happen, or they bring Carl out to say, this is the guy that shot two of our men, or make an example of him or something. I don't know. I don't know what is going to actually happen here because there's not any dialogue in the sneak peek and promo. We'll put the link in the description of the promo if you want to check it out as well. If you look to the left, you see the ping pong table. Negan loves his table tennis, ping pong, whatever you call it. He was a PE teacher before the zombie apocalypse. Here's from the comics. He's playing table tennis, ping pong, whatever, and really dominating, kicking everyone's ass. I wonder if people just let him win or whatever just to appease Negan, because he is the dictator as everyone's kneeling, listen to his every word, as we are the saviors. And he's talking about his big monologue there. Like I said, taking it around, but the iron, Amber, we're going to see that. Awesome here, too. I want to highlight the Amber situation. Amber is one of Negan's wives. He has, in this picture at least, 5 wives. Sherry is included in that number, Dwight's old wife. But here is actually Amber. Some people thought this might be Lydia, but no, it is Amber. Amber and Mark, the big storyline going there, which will probably be the only parts for Amber and Mark, is the iron storyline, too. I would love to see a flashback of Dwight getting the iron, which would be pretty cool, but I doubt that'll happen just because it doesn't really fit in. This kind of just shows the iron because we know that Dwight got the iron, and Amber and Mark, I feel bad for that guy Mark already. You know, it's gonna suck, even though it's just acting, whatever. I said before, Isabel, she's linked to Michonne in this episode. We'll see what happens with that. Amber, Mark, the iron, it's coming to the show. We'll talk about that in a second, but that's pretty awesome. There's the Amber fiasco there if you want to pause that and read the comic book. It's a pretty good comic line. I could see this happening exactly like this on the show, how Negan gives her an ultimatum, basically. If you want to go back with Mark, go ahead. You can just go back to being in the dumps with Mark. You don't have to be one of the wives. And it's kind of a weird situation because Negan's giving her a choice. He doesn't really do anything to her. And it's kind of weird that he's not really being that tough on Amber. But Mark, hopefully it happens just like this. I'm getting set up for the whole iron. They give the iron to Mark. Sorry, Mark. It is what it is. And it's supposed to happen pretty quickly, but it's pretty graphic. and it's pretty awesome. So that's what we hear, and I can't wait to see it being replicated on the show. And I know a lot of people were thinking that Daryl might get the iron, but he doesn't. Daryl is safe. There's a different thing with Daryl. We saw it in another video. We made it in a video that he is going to be trying to escape. So that would be pretty awesome. He gets the iron. Pretty gruesome there, too. Passed out. Pretty tough. Like, he just got burned by an iron, and Negan's, like, making fun of him on there. See the scene happening just like there. Dwight looking on. Amber crying in the arms of another wife. So, I don't know. It looks pretty awesome. Like I said, I feel bad for Amber and Mark. But, you know, we'll see how it gets down. You can't be crossing Negan, you know. There's always price to pay and cost to what you do. Then we got Sing Me a Song. That's the title of the episode, which is what Negan wants Carl to do. Just like in the comics, Negan makes Carl take the bandage off. And he will, which is going to be great. We will get to see that. At the very end of this, we have the Instagram photo of The Walking Dead's Instagram page of Carl uncovered. The R is covering the I, but it's a pretty cool picture by them. Straight out the comics, Negan looks on, spot on for that. Hat comes off, bandage comes off. Like that, man. Comic book stuff everywhere in this episode, and it's going to be great. Episode 7 and 8 look to be great. Then we got to wait freaking 2 months in February, but they're setting the show in the right path. Hopefully this brings a lot of viewers in, a lot of people back to the show, because big things are going to be happening from now on. We're past the bottle episodes and all the story like that. Carl will see this, probably this scene, how he looks on to Negan, and Carl breaks down, he cries, and it's kind of a shame for Carl, but, you know, Carl's a badass, and he's turning that tide a little bit to go against Negan, but Negan's not done with him yet. Negan takes him back to Alexandria, and we have a whole video about that, but it should be awesome. The way it ends is setting up episode 8. Just look at that eye on there, you know. How would that happen? It looks like the bullet looks like a shotgun blast went right through his eye socket into his brain, but down in the show, it's off to the side. It kind of went down in his cheek from season 6, episode 9, which is awesome. I just like that shot right there. Chandler Riggs, pretty awesome shot there. The prosthetics and the gore looks pretty great. There's Greg Nicotero and the guys there do a great job. Here's the Instagram photo. Credit AMC. Carl uncovered this Sunday. Can't wait. Looks pretty great, guys. There you go. Like, share, subscribe. Subscribe to get more videos. Let us know what you think. And I cannot wait for Sunday. This episode looks awesome. Thanks, guys.